presentation of the National Football League.
After a long two-week build-up here in the Bay Area, the moment has finally arrived. It is time for football here at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Folks, this is Super Bowl 60, and we've got an outstanding matchup on tap. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion New England Patriots taking on the NFC champions. Brennan gone along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. And this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're ready to win.
NFC champions, they have gone to a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here come the Patriots getting ready on offense. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And there are a lot of quarterbacks who had terrific careers. Think about guys like Phillip Rivers, Randall Cunningham, Dan Fouts, Warren Moon. But they never got to a Super Bowl. Yet here he is in his second NFL season, already getting his chance. We harken back to Dan Marino. Another superstar made it in his second year, lost the game, and never made it back again.
First down, Patriots.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It'll be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
At the 38-yard line.
To the air, Maye. That's complete. Demario Douglas with it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Ramondre Stevenson with the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Patriots will jump on top with the game's first score. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Trying the left side with Walker. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy this caliber that runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here we go, set. Set.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Here's Darnold. And complete to Smith-Njigba. So 8 yards on the completion there. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Patriots 38-yard line.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Pulled off by Robert Spillane. And the Pats are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 2. To throw, it's Maye. Now a run, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Here's 3rd and 10. Throwing here is Maye. Over the middle, complete. It's Douglas. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. Second quarter coming your way next. 6-0 is our score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Appreciate everyone joining us. Super Bowl 60 here tonight. Time to begin the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis up in the booth as we get set to resume play. Appreciate everyone joining us. Super Bowl 60 here tonight. Time to begin the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis up in the booth. As we under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It's second down.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Darnold. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Well, they got a takeaway on the last drive with an interception. How about this sack as a terrific follow-up? And that keeps pressure on this offense, and it could force them into more rush decisions or another turnover.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. K'Lavon Chaisson. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Maye looking to run. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So the big gain, all for naught for the offense. That yellow flag is going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense because they see all that yardage lost and that ball's walked back and then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Maye on the RPO. He'll keep it himself. Right in space at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roll and picked up big yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is Henderson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They blitzed there, but to be honest, I don't know if it would have mattered had they blitzed or not. That run play was going nowhere.
Yeah, it's really, really difficult at times to figure out where that defense is coming from. But if you're committed to running the football, you can get people up on those linebackers, right? Those guards don't have to block even at the line of scrimmage. They get up to the 2nd level and create some space.
2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Here's Maye. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Here's Bryce Baringer on now to punt. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
A loss of 8 yards. It's second down.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Throw out wide to Walker. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. The shotgun snap for Darnold. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Here's Jones on the return. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds. The Pats going to get one final possession in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And how about that for just running out the clock? 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And a Patriot first down.
So 2 quarters in the books here in Santa Clara. The Super Bowl 60 halftime straight ahead with Scott Hanson.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hanson, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway.
Andres Borregales to kick off for New England.
These 2 teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. Now they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? Let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Here's Darnold. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive in the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. The drive begins with a run by Henderson. Devin Witherspoon takes him down defensively.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down and 6 now. Again, it's Henderson. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. The Patriots send out their punter. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. They'll get this one to Cobb, complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Third and 11.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. Now it's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
A 30-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
Oh, heck of a move.
Man.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. Now this game has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. They'll throw with Maye. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Derek Hall in there that time to get him to the turf. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Third down.
On 3rd down is Stevenson. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. We are through 3 here in Super Bowl 60. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Only 1 quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the 4th. Only 1 quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the 4th. Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's getting that ability to move. But oftentimes, it's like usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
They run once more with Henderson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Maye going to give it to Henderson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed.
And look at this, another fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. A give for Henderson running to the right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Trevion Henderson, 26 yards. And the Patriots are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. For the extra point. And it's up and good to make the score 13-3. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And we're at the time of the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly, trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To throw is Darnold. Under pressure, they got him again. What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical 3rd down here. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Walker. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's going to go down, but a penalty marker too, and they might very well have jumped the snap there. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Where will the pressure come from? 4th and 6 now. In motion, the tight end. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And he'll find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Now Darnold. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. Here comes 2nd down.
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. It's a pickup of 6.
Darnold.
Brings up 2nd and
Will be taken in by Shaheed. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Darnold to throw.
And a yard. At the 22-yard line.
His throw incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Now it's Darnold. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Darnold. And gets this complete to Shaheed. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
Now Darnold.
At the 15-yard line.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Well, come to the line. This is 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
Darnold now to throw. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And the Patriots are going to recover, and that should just about assure victory. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And it's another Super Bowl title for the New England Patriots. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists a Lombardi trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all off season, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
It's a franchise rich with success, and now once again, the Lombardi Trophy belongs to the New England Patriots. They are your Super Bowl 60 champions. So that'll conclude another captivating season of the NFL on EA Sports. So for Charles Davis and all the hardworking men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying good night from Santa Clara.